Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm very excited because today I'm reviewing a Natasha Denona. I am reviewing the new I Need a Nude palette. It comes in this box that came in a very nicely packaged FedEx envelope. I did order this from Natasha Denona. Very nicely packaged, which I appreciate because this is a very expensive palette. And then here is the outer packaging. Here is the outer packaging of the palette. It looks very beautiful. I love it. And then we open it up and this is the palette, you guys. This is so pretty. This is honestly a neutral lover's dream. I don't have the glam or all those other palettes. The only Natasha Denona palette I have that looks like this is the Zendo palette. So I didn't really like that palette very much. Introducing the I Need a Nude eyeshadow palette, a cool toned color story featuring 15 new enchanting muted rosy and nude shades. Alongside Natasha's iconic formulas, the I Need a Nude palette debuts a brand new wet effect, sparkling and glossy finish formula, illuminating any eyeshadow look with an ethereal touch of glistening sparkle. This palette does retail for $69. I used a coupon code on Natasha Denona's website. I believe it's Lauren May Beauty's code. I'll have it on the screen for you. It's not affiliated with me. It's probably affiliated with Lauren May Beauty. So check her out. She also featured this palette and she had beautiful looks as well. I'm just so happy to finally have a nice Natasha Denona palette. This wet sparkling formula is the reason I was attracted to this palette, because usually I am not a nude lover, but I am a sparkly lover. So if I'm gonna get a nude palette, it's gonna be sparkly. You know, it better be sparkly. So I have high expectations. Natasha's pro-level user-friendly formulas are seamlessly blendable, delivering vibrant, ultra-pigmented results. This midi-sized palette features 2 high-shine metallic, 7 buttery soft mattes, and 3 captivating sparkling foiled finishes, complemented by 3 eyeshadows in the new wet effect with sparkling and glossy finishes. This palette is made in Italy and it's cruelty-free, paraben-free, and mineral oil-free. For the shades, we have Stone Matte Light Medium Warm Taupe. We have Whisper, a metallic light nude pink. We have Ella Sparkling Foiled Warm Fawn. We have Vague, a matte medium warm dusty rose. We have Tavertine Metallic Soft Amber. We have Delilah Sparkling Wet Effect Silver Brown. We have Silhouette Matte Coffee Bean Brown. We have Muse, a Sparkling Foiled Champagne. We have Fair, a matte light misty rose. We have Filigree, a Sparkling Foiled Medium Neutral Brown. We have Wit, a matte light warm rose. Sheen Glossy Wet Effect Warm Champagne. Tender, a matte medium taupe. Mesh, a matte light dusty rose. And Mia, a sparkling wet effect icy pink. I'm so excited to play with this palette, so I'm going to prime my eyes and we can get started. Okay, I primed my eyelids with the P. Louise Base in Rumor 2. And now we're ready to go into the Natasha Denona palette. So I'm kind of scared of cool tones, I'm not gonna lie. Cool tones are, me and cool tones are not, como se dice, besties. So I'm kind of a little scared. We're gonna go into the lighter one first because I'm scared of cool tones. My eyebrows are bothering me. So if they're bothering you too, I'm so sorry. This palette's so pretty. I can't wait to play with it. The sparkly wet shades are, I'm dreaming for them to be on my eyes. So I'm going to take the shade Stone here up at the corner. This will be my crease shade. I do have to go to the movies later, so this does have to work for me. So I can't do 2 looks, but I definitely want to come back and do like a 3 looks video with this palette because I like this color story. I think it's really nice. I don't have a nude Natasha Denona palette. I really enjoyed the Biba when it was popular, but Biba is like stupid expensive. And then I really liked the Glam palette, but it was even more cool toned than this one, I feel like. And I was also quite intimidated with that one. And then I also wanted the My Dream palette really bad, but I wasn't able to get that one either because, I don't know, circumstances at the time. And I was just, I kept going back and forth being like, this isn't worth the price. I don't know. But then I saw this one and it came out and then it sold out and I was like, well, I guess everyone is quite interested in this palette. And then I read more into it and I saw that it has like these new wet dreamy like shimmers, and I just really wanted to try those shimmers out. I'm gonna go into the shade Fair, and I'm using a fluffy blending brush, and I'm gonna use this to like help me blend this out slightly. I'm trying to go very basic today because as I said, I do have to go to the movies. Today is like National Cinema Day or something, movie day. So the movie tickets were all like $4. I'm going back into that shade Stone, just fixing where I blended it away. I will say, I love the way the mattes are blending. The only other Natasha Denona palette that I have that's in this size is the Zendo, and I did not really vibe with that palette. It just wasn't blending for me the way I wanted it to blend. But this one is actually blending wonderfully. It's blending beautifully. I really like the shade of this stoned color. It's cool toned, but it's not like gray toned. Cool toned. Still has that like neutral brown feel to it as well, so I feel like that's really nice. I really like the color. I'm gonna start doing this on the other eye and then I'll figure out what I'm doing. I think I'm gonna go in to the deeper shade Silhouette, kind of put that on the outer edge here. I kind of want the lid to be full of shimmer, I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of my goal. I want to see that sparkle. So this shade Silhouette is actually really nice and buildable. So I'm kind of working slowly to kind of get this the way I want to, using this brush, which has kind of been my lifesaver right now. It's the e.l.f. Precise blending brush. It's a $4 brush and it's wonderful. I know it feels weird using a $4 brush with a $70 palette almost, but this is honestly looking wonderful. I love the way the shades are blending together. It's very, very sultry, honestly, but it's what this palette is all about. The Need a Nude, I Need a Nude sounds very sultry, so like definitely what this palette is all about, and I feel like they did a great job. I'm taking a mix of Fair and Stone because I need to blend this out more. I'm not too worried about this end here looking kind of messy because I was just gonna clean it up with like foundation or concealer, whatever I use later on. I just want to make sure that everything is blended and it looks nice. For the shimmers, I'm gonna use the shimmers with no glitter glue or anything, but I definitely want to try the shade Delilah because like look at it. Ooh. I'm taking my finger because I feel like that is the best method, and I'm gonna go into the outer corner of the eye right next to that Silhouette shade. Look how pretty that is. Oh, very sparkly. Now I don't know what to take. For the inner corner, I want to take Mia and kind of mix it in with Delilah. She's very pretty. I was going to use the mirror, but it has a frosted thing. Kind of want to bring Delilah in more because like she's so pretty. She's like the star of the show. I love this. This is exactly what I wanted from this. Sparkles. Sparkles. Yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I know like it's like a shimmery mess, but I love that shit. Oh my god, I freaking love it. I love the sparkles. Give me the sparkles. This is what I wanted. If they keep making this type of sparkle formula, I'm gonna have to continue buying these because like I'm going to complete the rest of my makeup, clean this up a little, add some final touches, and I will be right back to talk about my final thoughts. Here is the final eye look. On the lower lash line, I smudged Stone all through about halfway, and then I used the shade Silhouette, and then I smoked that out, and then I took the shade Fair and I put it in the inner portion so that it stays kind of like bright that way. But yeah, I really enjoy this makeup look. I love it so much. I love the eye look. I think it's beautiful. So what are my first impression thoughts on the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette? I love this palette. This video is going to be a little like controversial to YouTube because of the nude. So just so you know, this video might not do great because of the I need a nude aspect of it. But I bought this palette initially because of these really sparkly shades, being Delilah, Sheen, and Mia, and I absolutely loved it. It's so pretty and so sparkly. It reminds me a lot of the Urban Decay Moon Dust shadows, but like creamier and like not as hard in the pan. The way they just like sparkle is so pretty. I love it so much. I think the mattes performs very well. I really love the way the colors blended together, and I love the way that you can use the shade Fair to kind of blend out any look that you create with this palette. I definitely want to do another video doing 3 looks with this palette. I'm definitely happy that this is the first one that I got to play with. I don't really want to count Zendo because I did buy it from the BoxyCharm shop, so I know that that's not really the best palette to test out Natasha Denona's formula on. So I feel like this one's a good one. I really love this one. It makes me want to try the other palettes that I've been wanting to try from Natasha Denona. They're all neutral palettes, but I feel like there's a time and place for the neutral palettes. I can't wait to swatch this palette out and see, because I have not done that yet currently as I'm sitting here filming this. But this just feels luxury. This feels expensive to me, and that's what I wanted. I didn't want to spend that money and feel like I wasted my money, which is what I was worried about. I definitely think that the money was well spent on this palette, because I do think that this formula is a high-end luxury formula, whereas on Zendo I didn't feel that way. Overall, I rate this palette a 10 out of 10. I think the cool tones are very glam. Gives me very much wedding vibes. Makes me want to try the actual glam palette. I don't know if that one's comparable to this. Please let me know in the comment section. Do I need both, or am I good with just this one? I would love to hear what you have to say about that in the comment section. Do I think you need this palette in your collection? Definitely not. I feel like we have a lot of neutral palettes in our collections already, so I don't feel like this is definitely a necessity to have. But if you love neutrals, and if you love cool tone neutrals, and you love sparkles especially, which is why I picked it up, I feel like you will definitely get some use out of this palette, especially for like the special nights out. That's definitely what I picture this palette for. Date nights out, looks out. When I want to sparkle and feel like the center of attention, I feel like that's what I would use this for. But if you love color and if you're into that more so, maybe don't pick this one up. Natasha Denona is known for like their nude color stories, so I feel like that's what is most popular with the brand, so I feel like that's what they're going to be releasing. But I definitely did enjoy it, and I do feel like other people will enjoy it as well. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching and for hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! With like this wet are seamlessly built. This palette is made in Italy. For swatches, we have the shade Stone M43. We'll just go with Mesh, a matte light rosy. So far, I love the way the mattes are. I'm taking a mix of. Alright. Ugh. But I definitely want to do another video with this palette. If this one does well, we will see what I can... Okay.